we got to talk about Jose Caballero. Jose Caballero is running amok right now.
Dude, he's always running amok. That dude is a problem on the base paths.
Listen, if you're not familiar with Jose Caballero, he's the Tampa Bay Rays shortstop. He stole 4 bases against the Mets in a single game. It was on Cinco de Mayo, which I think is even better. So he did it twice from first to second, twice from second to third. Now, one time the catcher whiffed the ball on the transfer to throw it to third base, trying to pick him off
push
third
play on
base.
it?
Yeah, push play. Let's walk you through it, baseball family. So here's the first one. Pitch for a strike. Terrible throw. He slides in. No big deal. Okay.
He would have been safe anyway. Here's another.
Yep. Killer throw. Good spot.
That was a lot closer, but
that dude is fast.
He is so fast.
Now here's the whiff, and he goes from second to third with no contest. And here's the one I want you guys to watch. Look, he has a 700-mile lead off of second base.
And it was basically a pitch out, too. That ball was so far outside. The catcher was like a third of the way down the base path when he made the throw anyway.
Yeah, it was a pitch out easily. Here comes the slow-mo. Look, the ball almost always moves faster than the base runner, but not this time. That dude was 100 feet off of second base on his way to third. By the time the catcher got it, he was halfway there.
So I talked about Cabby early in the season, Brig, because he did something. Oh, he did something, and somebody got mad at him. I think it's somebody with the Blue Jays got mad at him. I said, "This is what he's going to do. He's a pest because he's a hustle guy. He was a utility player in Seattle. I loved him last year in Seattle. There were times that he was absolutely maddening because he would get picked off. He'd get in a rundown when he didn't need to, and he would run himself out of an inning. But the good outweighed the bad, and I loved watching him. And this is why he's so good at reading pitchers and catchers that I'm sure he got to the point on that last stolen base. Like you said, he was halfway to third base before the ball was even pitched, that he got to the point where he's like, he's not looking back here. I could be standing on third. He's not going to know.
No,
you can have Francisco Lindor shouting at him from second base.
Yeah.
And he's so locked in, he's not going to hear it. He has no idea. I can walk to third base and be fine. That's the kind of base runner he is.
I'm telling you. And even the pitch out and he set up the catcher to make that throw, and it still didn't matter.
Yeah. Yep. Rays fans, you're losing a bunch of games, but you got a couple of really exciting guys on that team, and Cabby's one of them. Unfortunately, I don't feel like he's a starter on a winning team because he is a utility guy, right? Yeah. Like, you need to have him as your utility guy if you're going to be winning, because that's the level of player you need playing ahead of him. But as a utility guy, he's a great guy to have on your team. He's a ton of fun. I mean, he's a ton of fun to watch, even if you're losing. So there you go.